everybody out there. Hope everyone's having a happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of In Bed with Comics. I am your host and fellow comic, Kristen Tinsley, and tonight with me I have a very special guest. Once upon a time, there was a comic that fell on hard times. When the coronavirus hit, all the rest of the shows that she was in got canceled. But so far, she has performed at the Clarion Hotel and in the Little Room at Governor's. Please, everybody, give a very warm and heartfelt welcome to fellow comic Emily Costanza. What's up, girl? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Did I say your last name right?
Yes, you did.
Costanza. Okay, great. I love that you're in bed. We're mutual black bed people. That's absolutely amazing. I love that. So, what's up? How are you?
Good. What you don't see is that my cat has taken up real estate on my lap right
Oh,
here.
you have a black cat? Now we're best friends because I love black cats. I have a black and white cat, but I really
Oh, I've seen your cat. I'm paying attention.
You've seen it, right?
Yin yang.
You definitely can't get through my page without at least seeing a couple pictures of him. So
Cats and drag queens. That's who I follow.
yes. See, that's what that. Yes, drag queens. I love drag queens. I have so many of them on my page now. I've opened up for drag queens on their shows, which is definitely another possibility for you as you meet more people and definitely push you in the right direction. But I usually do. I want when we are able to come back. I'm definitely going to incorporate more drag in between comedy because I did a show with my friend Olivia London Christmas time, where it was drag queen comic, and the audience was 100% completely entertained the whole time.
Like Christmas themed, and everything was like Christmas themed.
Well, kinda, yeah. I think one of the drag queens had done kind of like I was in the back most of the night trying to work on my set because we broke up our sets in 5-minute increments.
Yeah.
And I would do 5 minutes. My friend Eli would do 5 minutes, and there was another comic, I can't remember his name. He did 5 minutes, and then the drag queens would go out and they would do their thing. So that was pretty cool.
I love that.
Definitely a fun night. Yeah. Do you have a favorite drag queen?
Obviously RuPaul is God, but then I love some of the queens who've come out of Drag Race, like Miss Cracker and Shea Coulee and Monet Exchange, and
oh my God,
a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. I have. Yeah, I definitely love Miss Alyssa Edwards.
Oh my God, love her.
That is my queen mother. I can't. When I saw that show, I was like, are you kidding me right now?
Her Netflix show?
Yes.
Yes, I watched it.
What was it, Dancing Divas?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. It was when I first watched the episode, I was like, no fucking way is this happening right now. That is one of the best shows. I can't wait for season 2.
My friend and I went to DragCon in 2018 or 2019, and we saw her, like, she passed by and she had like a huge wig on, and my friend was just like and she was like, oh hello, and just going like in her heels.
Oh my God. So
we were like starstruck.
Oh, absolutely. I can't can't handle it. I get completely baffled. There was one show that I did, I don't remember what month it was, I think it was right after Thanksgiving, where Tony Homeper made me an honorary drag queen, and I was like elevated beyond. Wow. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this, because I would definitely do drag, but as a woman, because I know they have like drag kings and stuff like that, but for me it's like, no, like I want to definitely accentuate my femininity and go out there and really do it. So.
Yeah, come on, like you want to do the nails and the wigs and the heels.
I love all that. Yeah, that's totally me. Like, but in my normal life, am I like, but kind of not. So anyway, so you just started in the comedy world.
Yeah.
How much on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love comedy?
I really love it. I probably like 9.
Yeah. Well, you haven't really like immersed yourself into the world that is the craziness of Long Island comedy. I mean, what have you encountered so far that, not that it's bad, I mean, there's nothing bad about it, but what have you encountered so far that you really love the most?
I will say it's not entirely what I expected. I feel like people to be maybe more liberal leaning in the comedy
Really?
scene out here, and
Mhm.
they're really not. You would think like New York, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting.
Right.
Like, and like certain jokes that like will go over, and I'm like, okay, that's a little,
Don't worry, you can say whatever you
2020,
want. A little racist, a little, I've heard it all from, I mean, I've never come across anybody that's really said anything because I get offended by absolutely nothing. So I mean, you
yeah.
can say the most disgusting, most dirty thing that I could possibly, think of. I don't care what you say. I don't get offended.
I
I've
get
never.
offended on behalf of others, like more. I feel,
Right.
yeah.
Well, what is like the basis of your comedy? Like, if there was like a favorite joke, like I know you've only done 2 shows, but those aren't small shows. Like the Clarion Hotel, Governors in the Little Room, those are not small shows.
I did some political humor in my last show, and I am a teacher, so I do have like an interest in like children's books, and I kind of like intertwined like the rainbow fish and to how like, oh wait, he's like a gay socialist if you really think about it. Like,
Oh my
and
God.
so I talked about that, and like at the time Mike Bloomberg's ads were like harassing everybody, and like I was
Right.
just talking about how like that was like,
Yeah. So you picked things
yeah,
that that you
yeah,
observed around you. And you posted on my post the other day that you got your master's degree. Congratulations. Very
thank
proud of
you.
you. That is definitely something that is a big accomplishment. So do you teach now? Where do you teach?
I teach at DDI. I teach special education
Okay.
for high
Yeah.
school
Yeah.
age students.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I was actually like the reason why I was talking about going back for my MFA was so that I could, I mean, because I have taught screenwriting classes at the graduate level in universities, like just as like, I have like friends that are professors, hi yin yang. I have friends that are professors, like come in, do you want to do like a guest spot, like teaching, classes? Because I worked in the film industry before I got into comedy or anything else. So I kind of thought maybe that would be a good idea, but it's expensive.
Yeah,
It is really expensive. And I'm
yeah.
thinking to myself, I don't know the state of education. Come here, you want to say hi?
Yeah, I had to
Say
take out
hi.
a.
You have a fan. Come here.
Oh, let me see.
Okay.
Let's see the
He knows.
cat.
He knows that I am here. Say hi. Baby.
Hi.
Hi. That's my baby. So funny.
Applause.
Yeah,
Aw.
he's huge. He's like a monster.
Oh,
So that's really, I just, I don't know. It's really expensive, and I kind of feel like there really
yeah,
isn't a job at the end of the rainbow unless you're going to be a teacher. But I could be a teacher
yeah.
right now with just my BA.
And
But
even if you are going to be a teacher, it's still a crapshoot because, like, on Long Island, it's still very competitive here
oh no, no, no,
and
I'm not going
tough.
to Long Island. I'll go to the Bronx. I'll go to Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I'll go to
a
Queens.
lot of people do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not afraid. I used to live in Brooklyn. I'm not worried. I'm a school bus driver, so I've already been in
you
that
got
world.
street cred. Yeah.
I got street cred. That's right. I've driven them all. I've driven the Fresh Prince of Bel Air and the princes and princesses of Syosset. I'm good. So,
Yes, bus drivers are the unsung school
heroes
heroes.
of it. Yeah, we definitely are. We definitely are. Now we're the unemployed heroes of the. I definitely sleep past 5 o'clock. I can't even imagine what my old life was before. I feel like such a queen. So I don't know. That's really funny. So what was like your first experience? Did you go to like, okay, let me ask you, did you go to comedy college? Like how did the whole comedy, how did this come about?
Oh, I it was always like in the back of my head something that was like yelling at me like, "Oh, you should do this. You should do this. Like this is really fun." And like I think now that I was like coming towards the end of my education and
Right,
like I knew I was going to have more time and like it was a new year and I was
right,
like, "Let me make this my New Year's resolution and like try this out and do this many shows a year."
right.
And so I like enrolled in a class and then like it went well and like I really liked it and booked like shows after that.
Whose
And
class did you take?
Rob Chiavi's class.
Really?
Yes.
I took one of his online courses and I
Okay.
loved it and I need to get back into it. I need to start going to like more because like, but sometimes like it conflicts with some stuff or it's like too early in the morning, but I definitely need to. But yeah, he's a good guy. but he's really cool. And then you booked shows through him, or you did it on your own, or?
Yeah, through them, and like another producer or two that reached out to me afterwards.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool. Well, I'm a producer too, so we've had this
Okay.
conversation. So
Yeah.
I mean, I do a lot of like I do like a lot of like different like theme shows, of which we talked about. My next show that's coming up, hopefully at the end of May, if I could get my shit together. I have to do a Zoom comedy show first, which will be this Friday for John Greco, but it's going to be an all-female show first, and then I'll go on to doing that because I just kind of feel like, break away from the traditional of doing it in certain places and just see how this goes, because I've always wanted to, see how doing online comedy shows would actually work.
Yeah.
So,
We're-
but I think you
everybody's just
definitely do it.
figuring
You're
it
a
out.
teacher. You're used to talking to an audience that's not responding to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All the time.
All
Every
the
day.
time, every day of your life.
Yes.
So have you ever, let's get to a fun question. Do you have a favorite joke that people love, where they'll be like, that's a really good joke, I love that, always tell that joke?
I did like this one joke where I was talking about online dating where like there's too many guys with the fish pictures, and like I imitated the fish's face like when they're dead, and they're just like,
Oh
and
God.
like that went over kind of well.
100.
It's because the guy's just like proudly hanging the fish, like, yeah, and then the fish is like,
Right,
dead.
like just totally dead. Or they have that exact face with like the camera, like it's that, like that's like no woman's land would ever take a picture of her face from this angle, like looking up. And some of these guys look like they just got out of jail. Like we could talk like endless about the way some of these guys like blurry pictures. Like if women did that, we would be blown off the planet. But guys get away with it like it's nothing. So
The
it's just that's a good.
descriptions, the audacity in the bios, like,
I'm not ambitious. I don't have a car. I do drugs and I drink alcohol. But I want to find someone to marry. And I'm like, okay, like you don't want to find anybody to marry. What are you talking about? So that's definitely a good book.
It's unbelievable.
I know. That's a good one. Do you have a favorite comedy movie? And within that comedy movie, is there a specific scene that you think is absolutely hilarious?
I'm one of those people who love Step Brothers. I love Step Brothers, and like know all the classic quotes from that movie.
Wait, do we just become best friends? I love that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I love that movie. It's the best.
Yeah.
So you like more like goofball type comedy?
Yeah, and Seth Rogen stuff and those kind of movies.
Yeah. Well, how old are you? You're young.
I'm gonna be 28 in a few weeks. Yeah, so I'm 27.
Would you like an apple, my dear? 28. God, I would die to be 20. Actually, no, I wouldn't die to be 28 again. That's a tough age. You're almost
I'm dying.
2 years before that, so I wouldn't even worry about that. But that's, yeah, so you grew up with all those types of, do you have a favorite comic?
John Mulaney, I think right now. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think he's brilliant. I think he's so funny.
Yeah.
And he hasn't sexually harassed anybody that I'm aware of.
That you're aware of. But if he gets any bigger, somebody might come crawling out from underneath his toenails and be like, remember the time you shifted your cock in front of me? Thank you! Like,
I can't imagine John Mulaney perpetrating like that.
I know, but you never know, because sex is a weird thing and so is fame, so always make sure you keep yourself clean, because you just never know, when that time is going to come and someone's going to come knocking on your door and be like, do you remember the time you were wearing that tank top and I saw your nipples? I'm suing you for sexual harassment. You just never know.
God.
No, you just never know. It just gets sick.
Well, nobody ever would have thought Bill Cosby would ever be like the pervert that he turned out to be, but
no, that was scary. I mean, I kind of had an inkling when he did those Jello pudding pops. commercials back in
That
the
was the giveaway.
I mean, that was the giveaway when he was kind of like flapping around like this, like, oh, damn, like, oh, it's whatever he did. Like, it was just really, really crazy.
Like, something's not right about these pudding pops.
Jeff Bosey. The correct answer would have been Jeff Bosey. Maybe she'll answer your name later, Jeff, when she answers the $1 million question. We shall see. Let's see. What else do we got here? If there was a comedy written about your life, who would play you?
Britney Spears. I don't.
Britney Spears? Well, she doesn't, like, the person doesn't have to look like you.
That would be my dream.
That would be your dream. Okay. Wait, Britney Spears, shaved head Britney Spears, or Britney Spears got her shit together, running shit Britney Spears?
You know what? Because even got her shit together, Britney Spears is still, something's not right, and that's how I am too. Like, I look like I got my shit together, but something's still not right.
Right. So, I mean, I think in order to be,
I think she could capture that.
Right. Yeah. You still have to kind of, like, is there like a specific timeline in your life that you would highlight and be like, yeah, I really fucked that up. Like, oh, fuck. Like, shit. Like, people are going to watch that. I'm going to be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely the drinking, the heavy drinking in the early 20s and the driving and stuff. Not good stuff.
All did that.
And my high school emo phase, that'd be a challenge for her, I think.
We all went through the goth, Elvira, emo, Marilyn Manson, crazy fucking shit. You know, we've all been there.
The eyeliner, the bangs, and all that, and skinny jeans. Yeah.
Black lipstick. And I wore black lipstick and blue nail polish and crazy colors in my hair way before that was allowed. And I got called a witch all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really a witch. I just happen to really like this type of stuff. And, you know, it's just
like it's called fashion. Look it up. Like,
right. Like, stop. And now you all walk around with gray lipstick. Like, I used to wear gray lipstick all the time. Like, I used to dye my hair all kinds of crazy colors. Like, it didn't matter. Like, wear all black all the time. It's just the way it was, you know? I mean,
yeah. And when you're young and like in high school, that's the time to do it. You know,
right? It's a rebellious time. I do it now. I don't care. I'll walk around in black lipstick. I'll dye my hair crazy colors. You'll never see my hair 2 different colors. You'll never see. I change the color of my eyes. I do whatever I want because I just don't care. It just doesn't matter.
You've done like the eye contacts with the different colors.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've never touched like done that.
The other day, somebody did, like, a drag queen. Of course, somebody did. It was like white makeup on like half of her face, and then black on the other. So she had like the white and then the black different color contacts. It looked absolutely sick. The way she, you know, because she did the white mascara, the heavy black eyeliner. It looked absolutely amazing. I can't think. I just flashed on Instagram real quick, and I was like, damn, who the hell was that? But I love makeup. I've done special effects makeup. I love all of that stuff. So
wow, that's cool.
That's just me, you know. So
I like that stuff, but I'm not very good at it. But
I'm not
like
100%. Like, I'm self-taught. I wanted to be a special effects makeup artist when I was in high school. But I didn't know how to get from Levittown to Hollywood to do that. You know, I used to read Fangoria magazine as it was my Bible, and just grew up envying all these like Monster Man and all those type of stuff. So I really always loved that. So I've always kind of had, you know, digs for the entertainment industry. But as soon as I could, I self-taught myself how to do a lot of stuff. It's very easy. Like, just basic stuff. I don't think I could do like casting or like actual, I'm just not artistic like that. So just for me, it's fun, you know. It's just something I know how to do. You know?
Fun Halloween stuff.
Yeah, all year round.
All year round.
Yeah, all year round. All right, so I know you haven't been in the comedy world too long, but have you ever witnessed any like complete and total nightmares on stage, somebody absolutely bombing? Don't be afraid to name names.
You know what? I'm so bad with names, I wouldn't even remember his name anyway. So I don't remember his name, and it was somebody who was like going on right before me, and they like were like doing some kind of list. They were running off a list, and they were like, wait, let me go back, and they like had to like redo it, and I felt really bad.
Oh,
for that.
okay.
But but then they picked it up after that.
They picked it up afterwards, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say that I've ever seen, I mean, I've witnessed one complete and total horrible meltdown. And I think the entire comedy world knows about that, where the audience was like giving the guy the light with their phones and calling the host back up to the stage to get him off the stage. And I was just like, wow, holy
Really?
shit. But yeah, but even that, it was kind of fun. You know what I
Why
mean?
is that? Did they like go too long? Was it like?
No, it just, I guess the way he was talking and the way he was delivering the jokes, I guess they just weren't really catching on to it. And I think the guy that went before him was really, really funny. And he should have really been the guy that closed out the show. But then afterwards, I mean, yeah, if you're going too long, if you're going 10, 15 minutes and you're not really, keeping with it, everybody has their different style of comedy. So it just really depends on the crowd. Always keep that in mind, where you might get up on stage and you might say something and the crowd is just not loving you. And you just kind of have to keep going. And then the next time, because even with that incident, that guy didn't stop doing comedy. Like he kept doing comedy, he kept producing shows, he kept doing things.
Yeah.
So you just never know what's going to stick. And even if you're absolutely 100% horrible, there's still always a way to reinvent yourself. That's what I love about comedy. You can kind of take a break and you can take a step back and you can study and you can do things, and then you can come back and you can, completely and totally change it. Because everybody loves a comeback. Everybody loves a sequel, a part two.
That's true. Yeah.
So you got cut off basically. How many shows did you have booked that got canceled from the coronavirus?
Like around 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that things will pick back up.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get your chance. Do you do like Instagram or do you do TikTok videos or anything like that?
I don't, and that's the thing though, because I'm a teacher, so I'm like, you're not gonna see it unless you're there at the show. So
Right,
you don't have footage of me.
My kids on the bus were like, "Oh, you're a stand-up comic," and I was like, "Yeah," because like they love to ask me questions, and I've been driving these kids for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And they ask me questions about myself, and they're like, "Well, you just a bus driver? Like, you just sit in the bus all day?" And I'm like, "No," I'm like, "I do other things. Like, what do you think? I'm like some sort of machine that sits here." And they're like, "Oh, you're so funny.
You sleep there, yeah."
I sleep in the bus. I live to drive you to and from school. Like, come on, what do you think? So that they think that's so funny. They think it's so funny when I start like yelling, or they laugh at me because they know that I'm not serious.
Yeah.
And then I told them, I was like, well, I have a comedy show that I'm gonna do tonight. I guess he was, "Oh, you're a stand-up comic." So of course they were all like, "Oh, you have to have TikTok videos. We're gonna make you a TikTok video." Do you know how many followers I would have if I got on there and actually did stuff like that?
Oh my God.
High school kids and from all my middle school.
That
kids,
is their thing. Oh my! I don't have a TikTok.
That's all they do. That's all they do is sit there and watch TikTok videos.
I think I'm too old for TikTok, and this is something else I was gonna start writing jokes about. I'm like, this is where millennials and Gen Z, like, this is where the line is in the TikTok. It's like,
I was watching like how to do some of the TikTok videos, and I'm like, oh wait, I have to jump in the air and stop myself at the right moment. Like, do you realize I have arthritic knees? I'm almost 40. I can't do this. Oh, you want me to change my clothes? Like, are you serious? Like, I don't have.
You have to sign a waiver before you do the TikTok challenges.
Yeah, because I'll definitely like break a leg or something like that. Like, that's what I find to be like so funny. Like, all right, like I like to watch it, but there's people on there that are our age, so we're not exactly too old.
They are, and I'm just like, my friends will like start sending me videos, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it. You will do it eventually.
I know I'm gonna cave.
Everybody gets sucked in. I tried to avoid Instagram for the longest time. And then eventually I was like, oh, this is actually like a lot more fun because I could reach more people.
Yeah,
that are like-minded.
I think Instagram's my favorite one.
Yeah, Instagram is definitely cool. I mean, I grew up in, I don't think you were even born yet, but MySpace was
Oh, I was on MySpace.
Oh, you were?
In high school, I was emo on MySpace, yes.
So you didn't. All right, but you still probably missed the MySpace dating thing where you could take out like a personal ad.
No, I didn't do any of that.
On MySpace, I did.
Oh, what was that like? Is that like Craigslist personal ads?
I've done that too.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
And you're alive.
And I'm alive to tell the story. I probably shouldn't be because I definitely, but I mean, I would never have met any of those people. But Craigslist was like the love ads that you would find like in the back of the penny saver, like
Wow.
the love type ads.
Yeah.
That was Craigslist at one point. Yeah.
Wow.
We can't forget about those types of things because I mean newspapers and stuff, they advertise comedy shows. It's not all just about social media. So we definitely have those. I mean, I think we should start our own dating website for comics. It'll be all men.
There probably is one.
You think?
Probably.
No. Jeff, can you look that up? And see if they have a dating site for comics, and if they don't, we need to get on this right away. I'm talking to him like I'm talking into my phone, but I know you can see me. Jeff, look it up. I don't think they have that, but I think that would be fun. I know they have a dating site for filmmakers, but I was like, I'm not touching that because I know exactly what I'm gonna get.
Do you know where my dad met his girlfriend?
Where?
ItalianPeopleMeet.com.
Shut the hell up.
And they've been together for like 7 years.
Did she have? Do you like her? I can tell you don't like her.
No, she's fine.
She's fine. She's listening, isn't she?
No. No, I'm not friends with her on Facebook.
Did she have the best marinara sauce? Is that why he picked her? She had the best marinara sauce recipe. Made the best
I don't think it was the marinara sauce.
ItalianPeopleMeet.com. What the fuck?
My dad's a really good cook. He makes good sauce and stuff.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah. Do you like to? I see you. Are you a vegan?
I am. I'm not the type of vegan that I'm a vegan because it's better for my health. I'm not a vegan because it's better for the environment or because I love animals. I love animals, but there's just certain diet restrictions that I have because I had weight loss surgery, so I have to.
Awesome.
I have to really be very cognitive of the things that I was eating, and I read this book called Protein Holic by a bariatric surgeon who I actually met, and he said he's like I didn't make the connection right away, but I started seeing that because every single diet that I ever did with all just meat and dairy, like all the low carb diets, I didn't lose any weight on those. I didn't, so how is that the solution to weight loss? It's not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I do love to cook. I'm always finding different recipes. I mean, I love it. But even before weight loss surgery, even before vegan, vegetarian, I could cook, barbecue, bake, all that. It doesn't matter. Just it's just I've always just had a knack for cooking. So anyone that's around me is usually very well fed. So I just made a batch of peanut butter cookies before. Bariatric friendly peanut butter cookies.
Oh.
Yeah, 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies. Yeah, so I don't eat dairy. I don't eat
I think I've made peanut butter cookies that were only like 3 ingredients. It was like just peanut butter, sugar, and like honey
an egg.
or egg.
I make flax eggs. I make a flax egg. You can make out of crushed flax seeds. You can make an egg, which is like a substitute.
Okay.
I use natural peanut butter, and I use a special sugar called sorbet, which would basically make it almost a sugar-free cookie that you could have.
Oh, okay.
But even if you wanted to just use regular sugar, you use coconut sugar, which would be okay with me because it's only a half a cup. But then you're kind of like restricted to 1 or 2 cookies. It just depends on how it affects your body.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, he said nope, nothing comes up for dating sites for comedians other than don't date one. Don't date a comic.com.
That is like all anybody has told me. They're like, there's gonna be guys, don't date them. I'm like, all right, wasn't planning on it.
Okay, let me just say, comedy is something that you do. If you happen to meet someone that you really, really like in the comedy world, you will have to make a choice as to whether or not, like, I really like this person's really awesome. We connect on so many different levels, but you just have to know that if things don't go well, then, you may see each other or you might not see each other. There are plenty of comedy couples out there that make it work. They don't let it interfere. As long as you can keep business separate from pleasure and you know how to do that, you'll be fine. But is it wise to go out and date a whole bunch of them or sleep with a whole bunch of them? No, because they definitely talk. They definitely, You know, I've never done anything like that. I never will. So there's definitely going to be
No.
guys out there that are going to hit on you and stuff like that, and that's fine. You know, it's all
No.
for fun. If you happen to meet the love of your life while doing comedy, then it is what it is, and it sucks because sometimes it doesn't work out, or sometimes you just don't want to cross that line. But you know, it's okay. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
I just feel like they probably don't have any money, and that's not something I'm really interested in, particularly.
About money. I'll tell you something about that. I have a solution for everything. Okay, it could be a skinny girl cocktail. I don't know. Let me tell you something about money. You're going to come across a lot of men that don't have money because of the way the world is today, the way the economy is today. You're going to find a lot of guys that don't have money. But if they have ambition and they have goals and they have talent and they have a willingness to, if you talk to some of the most successful couples, when they got together and they got married, they had nothing. They built something. So a guy could come to you and, you know, he may have money, but look at what just happened to the world. Look at what just happened.
Yeah.
Who's running shit right now? The essential workers that are out there. Those are the ones that are still earning a paycheck, while the other guy might not be earning a paycheck.
Right.
So you kind of have to, you know, never judge a man by how much money he has. Because, I mean, I personally like to be the breadwinner of the family because that's just the way it is. But I mean, I've never judged a man by how much money he has or how much money he doesn't. Because if he's willing to build and he's willing to work for it, something's gonna happen. Because I know for me, I'm gonna make sure something's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I will have that house. I will have that car. I will have all of that stuff. So as long as you can get it for you, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Don't worry about any guy that's gonna bring it to you. If you find a guy that you fall in love with, he could be the brokest man on the planet, as long as he has a loving heart. Because there's a lot more that a man can give a woman than money. That's one thing I've definitely realized. Women do not want you for your money. They want you for your love and your attention. Who dare calls me when I'm like doing the middle of the show? Anyway, sorry, Valentina. Are you ready for the $1 million question?
Yes.
After that mama schoolgirl lesson that I'm teaching, if I'm feeling I'm talking to my much younger self. Are you ready for the $1 million question?
Sure.
Any comic, famous or non-famous, would you take to bed?
Pete Davidson.
Ooh, girl, no one has said that yet. No one has said that yet. Pete Davidson.
And I heard he got a big dick.
Oh, yeah, I heard he has a big dick too. Like, that shit touched the water. That's why. He was actually at Governor's. I was there that night when he was there.
Really?
And,
jealous.
Listen, he comes back, you know, make sure you get yourself on a show. You might be able to say hi, you know, go back there and say hi.
I'm just like in my car, like, you're like, message me, he's there.
Yeah,
I just going 90 on the LIE.
Aw, yeah, I'm sure you'll definitely come across him, without a doubt. 100% you'll definitely come across Pete Davidson in your way. So definitely, let's stay in touch.
Yeah.
Because I would love to have you on one of my shows. I love to meet new comics. I love to see what people have.
You had me at Drag Queens, so.
Oh yes, we became friends at Drag Queens. Definitely 100%. Definitely watch Dragula. That's a great show because that combines special effects makeup with drag.
I'm gonna do that right now.
It is like absolutely amazing. Yeah, but definitely keep in touch. I definitely want. What does Jeff say? I just get by with my income. That's why I have to just get by. Well, you know. Jeff, shut up. Are you drunk? Are you drunk? Jeff Bosey is like my comedy husband. I love him. If you're not friendly with Jeff, definitely talk to him. He's very funny. But welcome to the comedy world, and I'm very happy to have you. It's very wonderful to have another woman out there doing comedy. I know it's.
I carry pepper spray, so.
Yes, carry pepper spray, and definitely carry mozzarella sticks in your pocket because that's what they eat.
Oh, those are good.
So if they get out of hand, just pull one out and be like, and throw it. And then you'll.
That's how you'll get me, for sure.
Oh, yeah, me too. Like, oh, I have a mozzarella stick. Be like, oh, really? Okay. I'm coming. All right. Well, it's been good talking to you, my darling. And definitely keep in touch with me. And thank you so much for coming on In Bed with Comics. I had a great time. talking to you and getting to know you. There's going to be so much more to get to know. So definitely hang in there. And as soon as comedy gets back together, we'll meet each other in person. But in the meantime, we will definitely be doing a online show because that's what we do here on In Bed with Comics. So definitely. All right, cool. So I will see you on Facebook Lands, and keep in touch with me. Let me know how you like Dragula. And
all right.
Any recipes you want or need, I got your back.
Yes.
Thank you everybody so much for watching In Bed with Comics. I will have another episode for you this Thursday. Not sure exactly who's going to be on, but we will see. I think I might have Adrienne Davis or Shari Poland. I'm not sure which one of those lovely ladies is going to join me. But if you are a comic who would like a spot on In Bed with Comics, definitely PM me and let me know. I would love to have you on. I would love to talk to you. But in the meantime, I have got to go. I need to call somebody back. I will talk to you soon. And thank you so much for watching In Bed with Comics. Good night.